Hello, my name is Tyler LeBlanc. I am a CIS student in CIS 111, and I'm doing my final reflection video right now. A little bit earlier in the beginning of the year, I did a first video, introduction video, and now I guess it's the last one, sadly, because I love CIS. But anyways, I'm going to be answering 3 questions from a questionnaire, basically just over what my biggest challenge was, what my favorite part was in CIS, and how to be successful in it, and big picture lessons that I'll take with me for the rest of my life, as well as information for students that are coming into CIS. So let's get started. The first question is, what was your favorite part of the course and what was the biggest challenge? My favorite part of the course was definitely just getting to know my professor. Professor Martin was the best professor I've had this year, and I think that I would never take it back and I would never change professors. He was very, very diligent, very consistent. He delivered the work and the presentations that he did on PowerPoints during class professionally, and I definitely learned a lot from him this semester. What my biggest challenge was? My biggest challenge was definitely working in a group with group projects that we've been doing. As you guys know, group projects can either go really well or really bad, and sometimes it was like right in the middle for me, but I think we all found a balance and we get the job done every time. So that would have to be my biggest challenge in the class. The next question is, what can you do to be successful in CIS? Well, first things first, show up, because you get docked for points if you don't show up to class. So that's a big one. And another one is just to, 1, show up, and 2, pay attention. My dad always said, God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth, so you listen 2 times more than you speak. So definitely listen, and also to be successful, make sure that you apply what you learned in class to your real life. And that would be success for everybody in CIS. And the last question for this questionnaire is, what are the big picture lessons that you'll take with you for the rest of your life? The big picture lessons that I'll take for the rest of my life in terms of CIS is, again, to whatever I do, and if somebody that's talking to me in a meeting, kind of like CIS, Professor Martin would speak to the whole class. I would definitely listen and take in everything they're saying and apply it to my real life. Also, another big picture lesson would be just to make sure I show up to everything on time, just like I did in CIS, and to make sure you turn in your work on time, like I did in CIS, and that will be success for you. Finally, some advice for other future CIS students that are coming into the class. I would just basically do what I just said and be successful in the class and to receive the best grade for you, which is either an A or B, would be to just turn in your work on time, come to class, show up, listen with your 2 ears that God gave you, and apply what you just learned from your professor in your real life. And if you do that, you'll have true success in CIS. So thank you for listening to my final reflection video. I hope that it was well worth your time. It was definitely worth mine. And I'm going to miss CIS, but I think it's great that I'll be moving on to bigger and greater things. So thank you for your time. I appreciate it.